This is a lot to explain in 15 minutes.
Okay.
I did it, but we'll see if I can pull it off.
I've got my stopwatch out. Go!
What is up, guys, and welcome to the Daily Deal. Today we're playing Scrolls, and I'm here with...
Wood and Potatoes. We're playing Scrolls, right? So this is the game that was made by Mojang?
Yes. Are published, if they're a publisher now.
Okay.
Are they a publisher now?
I don't know. Well, isn't it first party from Mojang? It was just that one guy made it, but it wasn't made... Basically, okay, Mojang are the guys behind Minecraft. Notch made Minecraft. He now doesn't even really work on it, does he? But those guys made another game. This is called Scrolls, so it's got quite a bit of publicity and buzz around it. It's a very different game, though, yeah? Because this is a trading card game?
Yes, it's a trading card game, but you use scrolls instead of trading cards.
Okay, and for clarity here, Matt, someone that's played this, Matt knows quite a lot about it. I only know that this exists. I don't know anything more than that. Wow, you're looking.
Yeah, I'm just, while you're talking, I'm just showing a little bit something so they have something to watch. Yeah, you could basically edit your avatar, boy or girl, but the girls look way better. Like, look at the guys. Look at the guys.
I quite like him. He looks badass.
Oh, what? Aw, dude.
Just because they're not all Barbie.
Oh, okay, this is not too bad. This is not too bad right here.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
You know, cover his face because his face. You know.
Wow, that's a crazy face.
Oh, here we go. That's not too bad here.
You want like a wizard's head on a barbarian's body? Is that what's going on here?
That we can make this happen. We can make this happen. All right.
Can we just slow down for a second? Is this actually fully released, or is this just an alpha at the moment?
It is in beta right now. You can buy it for $20 if you haven't got an invite from the beta.
So basically,
it's one of those things you have to pay in. Yeah.
They're following the same thing that Minecraft did and made Minecraft so successful. Basically, you buy to play the beta. You buy to be a beta tester, right?
Right.
And you're saying on top of that, it's got microtransactions with it, though.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I was thinking about it. I was like, they're really like trying to get some money from us, but really, it's not too bad. It's not as if it exceeds that, then yeah, there might be an issue. But no, really, there's nothing in there that's really unbalanced at all. The only thing is convenience. You can get it faster.
All right,
that's
sure.
It.
Okay, so what are we doing here? How are we getting this game?
So you can do the tutorial here, which teaches you the whole game. Well, not the whole game, at least a brief part of it. Also, the tutorial starts with the growth deck. So if you want to be familiar with the growth deck, you might want to pick that one first and then do the tutorial and actually explain.
Okay, what is a growth deck?
There's 3 different resources in this game.
Okay.
Right, and I have the growth one.
Okay.
Out of all of them. All right. Yeah. So there's growth, energy, and order. But let's jump in right here. You get the trials, right, which give you coins for completing them. They go from easy, medium to hard. We're gonna be playing a quick match against a bot.
On easy.
And I'm gonna use
I saw that.
regular.
I saw that. Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. If we're trying to make this a shorter video, so you know it's kind of hard.
Okay, so talk to me. What the hell am I seeing here?
You get a 1 scroll every round, right? You press control and you can see the 5 idols on each board. This is my side and this is his side over here. Basically, you see these hexagons. You could place structures or creatures on these little pads here, these little hexagons here. Basically, you have to defeat 3 of the 5 idols. 3. Just 3.
Okay.
So it'll be like the strategy for me is to defeat the middle idol so I can branch out between the middle and go out, right? Because if you start from the bottom, then it's kind of hard to go up from the top because he can kill you. There's a lot of different things.
So you're using your scrolls to basically create a path from your side of the board to their side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, no. Well, not create a path. Well, I'll show you. All your stuff stay on one side.
All right.
So you have your creature cards, right? Which it shows you the cost of all scrolls are right here are the costs. You need 2 resources, which I'll show you how to get resources now. Then you have your attack, right? Then you have your cooldown, which goes in rounds, and then you have your health right here. So what I'm gonna do, you also have enhancements, which I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice this guy, right? So you can sacrifice to get 2 more scrolls right away, or you can sacrifice to get resources which you use to play cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a creature, pop him down, right? You can move all creatures 1 per turn, by the way.
Okay.
And each creature has like a passive. Not each creature, but some creatures have a passive effect. Like this one has haste. So as soon as the creature comes out, he can attack once. All right. So
okay.
that's
A couple of questions. First of
Yeah.
all, can you move a creature to another section on the board and then perform another action, or is that your action for that turn?
no. The movement is separate. So
Okay.
I can move him right now, and he'll still attack. It doesn't matter.
Another
You just
question:
move
Are
once,
they
yeah.
are the only things you can place on the board creatures, or do you get stuff like lands and?
You get structures, no lands. You get structures. So structures can block enemies from attacking. They have to go through whatever's in this row to hit your idol.
Right, I've got you. So they've got to kill your wolf before they can get to your idol.
Exactly.
Okay, so how comes, I'm assuming you just had a turn, how comes the enemy didn't have a turn there, or why didn't they do anything on their turn?
What he did is either sacrifice resources, and anything that they play would be on the top right-hand corner right here.
Okay.
So what he did was probably sacrifice for more cards, or he didn't play anything. I wonder what was up with that. So I'm gonna. The
Okay.
smartest thing to do right now is to sacrifice for more resources because I can't play any of these cards you see here.
Where are your
need-
resources detailed? Bottom left, is it?
Bottom left right here.
Okay, so you've got 2 out of 2 growth at the moment. And am I right in
Right.
saying he's on a growth deck as well?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
As you
so
can see, his little
how
mark
do
right
the
here.
different resources play against each other in the middle of matches? If he was on a different type of deck, if he wasn't on growth, he was on something else, what would that mean? Does it mean anything?
It doesn't change. No,
Okay.
it doesn't change. Yeah, I haven't used anything else other than this deck, but you can also put other decks together.
So you can combine growth stuff with other scrolls that use a different resource. It's just
Yeah.
you've got more resources to manage. Yeah?
Yeah, I actually I think it goes all into one source. I'm not sure because I've always seen only one source here in the corner.
Okay.
I've never seen 2 sources. So there's also spells, but I haven't seen a spell yet. But this is an enchantment that you can actually use on an opposite player. I mean, yeah, on their creatures. So this one poisons them for 3 rounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and
That's
poison
pretty
this
awesome.
guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and poison him. So I don't even have to move my guys over there and kill him. I can just poison him from here and let
And
him
you can
die.
continue to attack the idol.
Exactly. Here I'm gonna go ahead and show you that you can sacrifice 1 scroll for 2 more scrolls.
Can you sacrifice any scroll you want, or
Any
are they
scroll,
just
anything.
Okay.
And it's gonna give you the same 1 resource. These are structures as well. When you put these down, some of them give you buffs. Some of them have like little passive abilities, like this one. Anything that attacks this guy will get 1 damage because it's spiky.
Okay,
See?
sure. Can I just confirm the only way to draw more scrolls or cards is by sacrificing what's already in your hand?
No, you always get 1 scroll after each round.
Okay, so you don't have to sacrifice necessarily.
No, you can
Right.
keep. It's to get more scrolls that round.
Okay.
And this guy's gonna
So
die.
as you just keep playing here, what's your experience with trading card games, whether they be video games or actually in real life? Do you have any experience with this type of thing?
I was into Pokemon and
Pokemon, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh for a while.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Did you ever play?
yeah.
Did you ever play like Magic, like more serious, I suppose?
No.
Well, I don't know whether I should say that. That would probably make people rage a little bit. But like, I only ever really got into card games as I was growing up, sort of when they were sort of faddish, maybe. Like how Pogs came and went, and like for me, definitely as I was going through school, Pokemon cards became huge, and like I remembered collecting those, and Yu-Gi-Oh as well. I was quite big into, but I don't really consider myself someone to play many card games. I mean, do you consider yourself someone to really be quite into this genre?
Yeah, I see the only card game because I've been wanting to get a good card game in a while, and I don't really like Magica. So not Magica, Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Magica.
game.
So I ended up just not having a card game to play. So I checked this one out. This one is more like Might and Magic mixed in with a card game. Like you have things on the field and you have to kind of break through whatever's on the field to get to, defeat your opponent.
It obviously isn't like a pure TCG, I'd say. Like they're very much taking advantage of the fact that they can play this sort of in a virtual space. What just happened? What happened?
He just wiped out like many of my characters. And put everyone on 1. All right, so this is what he played. All right, he damaged all units by 1. So I had a high risk, high reward character on the field. He had 6 attack and 1 health. So
and he just wiped him.
So yeah, so this card also deals damage to his units as well. So it's one of those things. It's like he can kill his own units, but he can also kill yours if a lot of yours only have 1 damage.
Okay, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, so this is the guy I put down, and this is the one he killed.
That sucks. But you've got another one, so you could try again.
All right,
but
so
he might have another spell.
This is also pretty cool. You see, these guys have 1 cooldown right now. What I'm going to do is I am going to put this guy here. And what this guy does, right, if there's a lot of cards that really work well together. When you put this card on the field, all wolves get a cooldown by 1, right? So when I plop this guy down, boom, these guys go to 0.
That's very cool. Okay, so now you can actually perform actions with them again?
Yes, and I can just, after the round ends, I can just attack that. So now it only has 3 more health left until I destroy that.
And just to reiterate, to win a game of Scrolls, you need to break 3 of the 5 idols on the field.
Yeah, 3 of the 5.
Are there ways to damage the idols AoE? Is there any more kind of interesting interactions there that we're not seeing?
No, you have to attack it head on. There's other structures, like for instance, this one gives you one damage to everyone on the field on their side.
Right.
So
okay.
That's an example of another structure. Also, yeah, this also is a good one as well. 1 health to all rat creatures on the field.
Right.
So there's like little decks you can build in that way. Also, you said there you wanted, like, there's artillery, but it won't attack idols.
Okay, but it will damage their structures and their creatures.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What do you feel about the art style, the sounds, the sound design of the game?
The art style, the animation, everything, seeing your cards come to life is really satisfying. Especially like, and here's another enhancement right here. You enchant a unit and it gets healed by 1 each round. There's also one that gives you attack and health, and then it increases your cooldown by 1. So there's like nice little sacrifice there.
Okay.
So I can just take him if I wanted and say, okay, I wanted this guy to be healed each round.
So in your time playing, do you feel like there's been a lot of variety in the cards that you can play or the scrolls that you can play? Yeah. I'm not sure. Here's the thing, right? I mean, we're looking at a TCG here, and I'm kind of wondering what fans of this genre of game are really looking for. Obviously, a lot of complexity and depth in terms of a high skill cap play, but I'm not kind of sure how best that's like. Do you feel like there's going to be a big difference between easy mode and hard mode, that you could continue to play this for a long time, no game will be the same, or do you think you'd get tired of it after a while?
I think it all depends on the gameplay. If you really like getting new cards and fighting against people and really having some really good matches, then yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with League of Legends. It's like, oh, why do people keep playing that game? There's no progression. Once you get to level 30, that's it. It's because they like the game and the game is fun. Is the reason why they keep playing the game. And I think it's the same for card games. There's not gonna be like progression other than getting more cards. And I mean, in the sense of that, yeah, once you get all the cards, which takes probably a long time, you'll still like having like really crazy matches, because I've seen some crazy comebacks, let me tell you. Some crazy comebacks. I was beating this guy and he just got a card that has Relentless, which, how you attack an enemy unit, right? He will do, for instance, if there's a guy right here that had 1 health and another guy that had 1 health, right, on this field. Yeah. If he had Relentless, he would attack him. He would clean through them all. If he didn't, he will only attack for 3 for that 1 person in the first row.
That's pretty
how
cool.
It goes. Yep.
Okay.
So nice little cards like that, and the rarer they get, the better they get. So yeah, there it is.
Right.
That is like a quick look.
Okay. So is there anything else you feel like we should mention before we wrap this up?
I enjoyed it a lot.
What's your kind of opinion of a game like this coming from Mojang? Do you think that it's going to find an audience in people that are currently looking for something new in the makers of Minecraft?
You see, I think a lot of kids are into like card games. It's gotten a little stale. For people who like, you know, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe there's still an audience out for that, but I think this might bring back a lot of people who weren't like, oh, I'm not really into card games, into the genre, because I mean, it's very basic, and then it gets a little gets a lot of complexity later on once you get to know the game. I think it has an audience
too.
Yeah. I really think it has an audience. I really do, and it's a fun game. Let me tell you, fun game.
All right, well, there you go, guys. This was What's the Deal with Scrolls for today. If you want us to have another look at this game at the end of the week, just let us know in the comments. If not, thanks very much for watching, I guess, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Wow, that was kind of seductive there, dude.
I don't know when